A nation once bound to helping the fascist regime now turned against it. I am of course talking about the Soviet Union, and these are the weapons that they used. So, let's not digress or anything, let's just go straight on to the point. So, the rifle, well, the standard issue rifle that was used for the Soviets during World War II was the Mosin Nagant M1891. Now, don't get that confused with the World War I version because it's the exact same. Go Russia! So, this had a 5-round stripper clip internal magazine with a decent rate of fire. And it was obviously built for the snowy conditions of the Eastern Front. Now, this was developed into sniper variants, marksman variants, carbine variants. It's been made into everything. And another rifle, which isn't actually an anti-infantry rifle, it's an anti-tank rifle, is the Ptrd. Now, this rifle used a round so insane that it'd be as big as the palm of well, bigger than, basically from there to there. That's the bullet. Now, enough about rifles. The DP-28 light machine gun. It's alright. It's got a 30-round plan mag, and I don't see why it'd ever be included in any sort of games so far. Oh, for fuck's sake. No! Thank you. Anyway, while the Soviets had the DP-28, they also still relied on Maxim guns. Yes, they were used very mainly in World War I, but now the Russians were falling back on old weapons because their factories couldn't produce them fast enough, so they resorted to old-time weapons. But anyway, now, one rifle which I'm going to mention didn't see much action in World War I, but in my opinion, it is one of the greatest Russian sort of submachine gun assault rifle hybrids, and that is the Fedorov Avtomat. Now, this wasn't used during World War II, or as the Soviets like to call it, the Great Patriotic War. It was used during the Winter War, as there was a shortage of assault rifles and SMGs, so they resorted to using the Fedorov Avtomat. Now, another weapon they resorted to was the SVT-40. Now, they didn't resort to this, but this was an evolution of a different SVT variant, which was absolutely horrible. Oh, I'm sorry for laughing. If there are any Russians watching, I am sorry. Anyway, on to the famous PPSH, the submachine gun that defines Russia. The PPSH-41, or Pupasha, as everyone called it, which translates to Daddy. Daddy Pupasha, take me away. So this had either a 35-round stick mag or a 71-round drum mag. So, and with a rate of fire about 950 rounds a minute. You can sort of see who's going to win if you go up against someone with a Gewehr 43. Now, the PPSH-41 was an expensive rifle to make, so that's why they came up with the PPS-40, or PPD-40. And this was essentially a Sten gun PPSH. It was crude, it was quick to build, and it was cheap. Now, for pistols, there were no shotguns in the Soviet army. For pistols, you had the Takharov and the Nagant revolver. Now, the Nagant revolver is quite a special revolver because it's got a 7-round cylinder, whereas all revolvers have 6. But the Nagant revolver was also the revolver used for executing Tsar Nicholas II and his family during July of 1917. I'll cover that on my episode on the Russian revolutions. But that's really it for Soviet weapons of war. Let me know what you think. And on Sunday, I will be covering Hitler's last-ditch effort to win the war.